It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll be watching Jake Ferguson, who's third in the league in catches this season and ready for more this week. It's the Cowboys and the Packers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Green Bay Packers.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with... The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This fielded right at the goal line. They're going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
A solid stiff arm. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
We're trying to continue that trend here this afternoon.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Again, it's Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, every run was in the right place.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And Lance now to throw.
Taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that.
Will take this one talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Packers 22-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
12 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6 at the Packers 6-yard line.
Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Will Dissly, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And we are tied at 7.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lance.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Lance. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. From midfield, here's Lance. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Prescott on 1st down.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got room. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 29-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Throwing, Prescott. And it's caught. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Hunt is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
On play action, Lance. That's taken in by Watson.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
The Lance going to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Again, it's Lance.
This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Pat Fryermuth
from 21 yards away.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Point after here coming up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. The Cowboys at 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Prescott.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
And again, it's Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
A second down throw for Prescott. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Aubrey now for the point after.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Let's take it inside his own 40.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Dallas.
Play action now. Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead now up to 14.
Packers 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
And Lance now to throw. That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Lance. That's complete to Wicks.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Complete to Dominion Wicks. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Lance looks to throw again. A short one there to Fireview.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Here's Lance.
And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. That is 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Lance. Open man, that's the tight end Fireview.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a play fake. Lance. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Lance.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
First down, Prescott.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Prescott, he'll find Lamb. That's complete.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. The Titans locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Justin Herbert with a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Brock Purdy. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's more. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Gain of 5. 1st down, Cowboys.
Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard at the Packers' 44-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Dallas.
To throw is Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Prescott. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 16.
13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
Past the 20 for a short gain, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on third down.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just about on his own goal line. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a dump off here complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
To throw, it's Lance. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Now Lance again.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
That's another Packers first down.
Play action. Now it's Lance. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Lance looking to throw it. Here's Freiermuth again.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Gain of 8. And the Packers first down.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. But there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Prescott now. And he's got his man on the out route. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. Now Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's an important completion right there because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. And I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try to run this one in, and he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is up to 18 now. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here's Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Again, it's Lance.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the 39-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First down. First and 10 at the 47.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And this is caught at the end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth,
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
and the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action now. Prescott.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So the Packers down by 2 touchdowns, 1:50 to play. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability there to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
That's to Freiermuth.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
First down, Cowboys.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Dallas, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Packers,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left.
And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features Chase Claypool. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Falcons and the Dolphins, next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. No room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. A good hands there defensively. That's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Tyler. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there.
And it's 3rd down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Tyler. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
George Pickens,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
And he returns this to the 22.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Play action. Stroud now. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Stroud. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire. All the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was?
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Arnold Ebiketie in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Tyler. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down. Tyler.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. You talk about this Falcon defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
Up the middle, Achane.
A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Tyler.
This defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Again, it's Achane.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense was geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and just take them one game at a time, right?
And they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
The Falcons at 11-3 on the year. And they've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 14 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw.
And this one's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Stroud on 3rd down now. This ball down the field for Pitts.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Automatic first down.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now Stroud. Throw left side. There's London. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing again is Stroud. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. Kyle Pitts from 17 yards out. And the Falcons go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Tyler.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. His way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, All you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
That's returnable now for Smith.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Tyler. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Back to throw. Tyler.
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And that's the type of play that will fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
DK Metcalf
With career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Short throw caught by Pitts.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Stroud out of the gun here. Looking for London on the out route complete.
And he'll be taken down into enemy territory.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing now is Stroud.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here's Stroud.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
The 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it is the Jets who have the lead late in the 2nd quarter. Justin Herbert with a touchdown pass. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Brock Purdy. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. The Titans trying to hold on and claim victory. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Stroud to throw it. Got London on his slant. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They run the draw here with Robinson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. 3rd and long there. Wide draw play.
Well, they were hoping to catch the defense just pinning their ears back and coming for the quarterback in a passing situation. Guys get real excited to try and get a sack. You're hoping they'll bypass the runner, and off he goes. But in this case, they actually played the run on their way back to the quarterback.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Tyler.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Stroud looking to throw.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stroud, and that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the lead is down 1 now, 14-13. So the interception setting up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and 2, Tyler over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And the Dolphin first down.
On 1st and 10, Tyler.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Achane.
And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Falcons ready to take over.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker try on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
Tyler, a short one here, caught by McBride.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Tyler. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, here's Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Stroud working out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Madison running left. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That is caught, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33.
Handoff now to Robinson. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Complete. Smith has it. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Now Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first round.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on it. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Here's Smith to return it.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East. But as it stands right now, Charles, they still would have to host a game on Wild Card Weekend because they're still looking up at that #1 seed.
And that's when you tell your team, remember, guys, at the beginning of the season,
what was our deal? Let's win our division and get to the playoffs. That was job one. Let's not get greedy about the whole thing, because whether or not they end up with a first-round bye or not, you and I both know this team's going to be a tough out in the playoffs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate a bit of replay. That's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Throwing on first down. Tyler.
This is taken in by McBride.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Trey McBride.
29 yards.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Carlson on for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On the bootleg, Stroud.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now second and
10. And Stroud now to throw.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Jalen Phillips
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
Operating from the gun, Stroud.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 38.
A short one here caught by McBride.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 3. The 45-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Tyler
goes right back to McBride.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Miami.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Tyler.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Looking to throw. Tyler got his tight end. That's complete. It's McBride. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So out come the Falcons now.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
To throw on 2nd down, Tyler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On 3rd down, HM.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Carlson is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 10, 1:07 remaining. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10.
He's got Claypool. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. Chase Claypool.
And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Miami, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
It's Week 16 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see David Njoku. You always need eyes on him. Fourth most catches in the NFL. It's the Bengals and the Steelers on EA Sports.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. Past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. They'll look to throw here.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Dances by him. Oh, good move.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Harris running straight ahead. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 20 carries, 92 yards.
Well, we know they clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for them.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
Right now, they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Steelers send out their punter now.
Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
It's a game of take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Pryor has it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Open man here is Conklin. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. First and goal at the 1. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Higgins. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense.
And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And here's Brad Robbins now.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 18.
Harris will start the drive out.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett.
They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They hand this off to Harris. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get it down inside the 25.
Steelers first down.
And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Pickett on 2nd down. To the end